Sup guys, welcome back. So, we are still here. We're still breathing out of those, copium and hopium and all that. Like, we're still breathing it in. We're still here. Hello, wannabe. I'm gonna call you, I don't want to call you wannabe. Let me call you MGT instead, okay? It's better because I don't want to because you're not a wannabe. Welcome to the show. Either way, glad you're here. Glad you made it. Um, okay, guys. Like interesting things going on, okay? Most interesting thing is I think I think SBF is about to go out like one of these days he's gonna go out and say that he's insane or something because something is going on with that dude. Like nothing is making sense. Like the audacity he has when he goes out and tweets right now when people are like freaking out and when people are losing money and when people lost money because of him. I have no words at all. But let's get into the TA. I hope you're comfortable, MGT, and the rest of you watching. I hope you're comfortable too. Great. Let's get straight into the TA, right? Before I start, talking about SPF and his his okay, let's get into the TA instead. Otherwise I'm gonna get mad at the arrogance of some people, the anyways. So Bitcoin daily candle closed like half an hour ago, exactly half an hour ago, okay? So what's going on is, let's start with the Japanese indicators before I get into the Western indicators. So we'll take the Eastern first and take out the factors there, okay? So before yesterday, the daily market candle closed with a, confused candle, okay? We had some green candle yesterday, but it doesn't really matter. What looks very worrying right now when it comes to Bitcoin price is that we can't even close above 17,200. We're not even discussing 17,500 or 17,600 at this time. Like I'm not even talking about that because we can't even close above 17,200. That is not a bullish thing, okay? The thing that was looking good before yesterday was that the bears and the bulls were fighting. Okay, market was confused, looking at the Japanese indicator that is. So we couldn't say that the bears were in complete control, even though they are in control. Right at this moment, we couldn't say that because they were fighting, okay? Bulls tried to regain control, but like not much is happening, guys. Not much is happening, okay? That's on the daily when it comes to the Eastern indicators. Now let's have a look at the Western indicators. Fine. We do have negative momentum on the MACD. We are losing strength on the negative momentum. Okay. RSI is still below neutral. Both of those things do not tell me we are in a bullish sentiment or that bulls are gaining control yet. Okay, I do not see. We have to zoom in the like shorter time frames to see if there's anything going on. And if you guys were in Discord or if you are in Discord, I know Sinner is, you do know that when we were around 16.8, I think I wrote in Discord that looks like market wanted to push up a bit higher. I think we were around these levels, and I did say too we will see somewhere around 17,200 to 17,500 areas. But here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. We never even got to 17,200. Like the highest we went to was 17,100 and 134, okay? So we were off by, a few, dollars here and there, but we couldn't even close above this level. This is not good. I repeat, this is not good for the bulls, okay? On on top of that, there is clear bearish divergence going on the 4-hourly chart. From this point to this point, it's not looking healthy, guys. Like, I wish I could come out here and tell you, yeah, things are looking good, we're going higher, but I'd be telling you a lie if I said that. And I'm giving you my unbiased opinion, like unbiased TA, pure TA. I'm not trying to hype you or break your hearts or anything like that, okay? So we do have hidden bearish divergence on the Japanese indicators. Like, there's not much going on. Looking at the MACD, let's look at this. Pretty much hidden bearish divergence on the MACD as well, okay? It's developing. So only way it's gonna be, again, only way this is gonna be invalid, the hidden bearish divergence is gonna be invalid, is if we can close above $17,600, to be a bit more conservative, okay? If we can do that, then there's a chance we will see $18,200. If not, probabilities are higher we will see these levels again. So we do have some new support when it comes to the lower time frames, I mean shorter time frames, okay? New support that is. And because last time, I don't know if I spoke about this, but anyways, that would be between, like, major one is around 16,200 still, okay? 16,200. We lose that one, next one is around these levels, 15,800 areas, okay? Looking at the hourly, I can just do this just to make it short, but there's no need. Like, it's around 16.6. We lose an hourly, we close an hourly candle below 16.6 areas. To be a bit more conservative, let's say $16,550. See around these support levels eventually, okay? Around 16.2, 16.3, somewhere around there. This is shorter time frames. I'm just breaking it down for you guys. So that's it on Bitcoin. Weekly, we will see if this candle closes confused, okay? Like, we still have 5 days to go. So this candle can close, we'll see, we don't know. Like, we we literally have to wait and see, like, in a few days what it's gonna be looking like. After that, I can say this or that, but right now we still have hidden bearish divergence on the weekly, okay? On the MACD, it's clear, really clear. And on the RSI, we also have hidden bullish divergence, okay? Looking at from 12th of September, I think, no, 5th of September to the point we are at right now. So from this point to this point, we have hidden bearish divergence as well. So things are not looking that bright for Bitcoin right now. We are literally holding by a thread. And the fact that we can't even close a 4-hourly or a daily above 17,200 is making me stay skeptical about all this. That's why I said last time, I'm not convinced by these green candles. I'm not, like, their volume is not looking that good either. So things are just looking, uncertain when it comes to Bitcoin. And I'm not surprised. I told you 2 days ago, 3 days ago, this is just the beginning of the worst chaos. How much can Bitcoin drop in your opinion? Like, I think it can drop to 14K. Like, that's not surprising, like the way things are looking. And then when we come to these levels, we will see if there is any indication of reversal, any indication of, being close to the bottom, any reversal signs, because we can still drop like 14% from here. It's not gonna be surprising, okay? And if we don't see any reversals here, because I know some people are already saying that bottom is gonna be in here and bottom is gonna be in there, but I don't think you can, see when the bottom is coming already now. Like we have to take it then. Like I don't like nobody can see into the future, okay? Some people that predict these kind of stuff, I think it's pure luck because it's it's really not easy to say the bottom is in now. Like if I saw any indications, like reversal indications here, I tell you guys, like, okay, we are at the bottom now, so be ready, like, be ready, ready. But right now, things are not looking like that. So I still think we can drop to 13.6, 14K-ish areas. I haven't changed, like the TA is still the same. TA is still the same. Let's put my opinion to the side. But if you want, like, let's put my opinion to the side. Okay, I know you asked for my opinion, but let's put it to the side. What TA is saying that probabilities are higher for that to happen right now, okay? In my opinion, is pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. And if things go left here, if we do not see any strength when it come here, because think about this. Crypto market is getting wrecked from left to right because of all the bad actors. Okay, so we are in a black swan like period era when it comes to crypto right now. Definitely, okay? So there is nothing that promises us or tells us, like, guarantees that we won't go any lower, you see? Not right now, at least. That's why we'll see when we get to the key level, and from there we can take it. How Bitcoin acts, what Bitcoin does is gonna affect the altcoin markets. We have to keep that in mind. So we have to keep an eye on Bitcoin to know what's gonna be happening with the altcoin market as well, because Ethereum is gonna follow, altcoins are gonna follow, If we see some sideways action when it comes to Bitcoin, we might see strength go to the altcoins instead. That is if we see Bitcoins have some sideways action, okay? But if Bitcoin drops, altcoins are gonna have a bad time. Ethereum is gonna have a bad time. Like we've seen this before, like in other bear markets, we've seen this happen like many times every time there's, crypto winter, coming. So, you know what they say? Most of the time, history repeats itself. So I hope that answered your question, MGT. So yeah, it's looking pretty, like that's why I have those thumbnails. Like everybody's trying to cope with everything going on, and I feel worse for the people that are affected by FTX and other exchanges right now, because I know some can't even withdraw any money, like their funds are stuck. So it's looking bad. And there is another thing that we have to discuss, like when it comes to USDT, if this black swan comes to the point where it even affects USDT, it might be good for Bitcoin. In a way, it might be good for Bitcoin, but when it comes to stablecoins and many other altcoins like this, it's gonna be bad. Because the way like things are playing out, there is the possibility that we can see, a shakeup when it comes to USDT as well, okay? So I hope that answered your question, MGT. Like not looking good in general right now. Let's have a look at Ethereum as well. I mean, look how we are getting rejected around 1,290, around 1,300 ish. Okay, We still can't, you know, close above it. When it comes to the Japanese indicators, right now, Ethereum is looking a bit worse than Bitcoin, a bit worse. Sure where you're located at, but it looks like in the United States we're heading towards a recession. So I don't know how that is gonna affect crypto. Um, I get your point. I get your point, but at the same time, many people used to think that Bitcoin could be the hedge, crypto could be the hedge if a recession, heads our way. Like where I am, it's not that different from the US. Like we are okay, but it's not that different in general, okay? Um, but look what Bitcoin did. It's okay, it's doing fine, but stocks dumped, other things dumped, and Bitcoin kind of followed, okay? And the fact that other things are on the market are doing, all these things is not helping out the crypto space at all. It's not. I understand with your comment, you mean that, people might turn to stable coins and so on. True, but if regulators come and they decide to shake up the market, okay, they decide to like by hook or by crook, by force, do something about, crypto because of everything going on, what are people gonna turn to? Neither that is gonna be like, is gonna feel stable. Like people are scared already. Like you talk to people about Bitcoin or crypto or anything like that right now, they immediately like want to turn their heads away because all this news and all these bad actors and everything going on, even though there's a recession, people are still scared. Like they don't want to lose more than they've lost. They don't want to be in a deeper hole than the hole they are in, if you get what I mean. You have to talk about, the the normal, usual, people, day-to-day people, not those multi-billionaires and so on. They're not gonna get affected. They're fine, but people like me, you, the rest of the world, like we have to think about like how well, if you know about the crypto market, you probably know that at the end, like this is one of the best options. But otherwise, people that don't know a lot about crypto, like they are scared. They are scared right now, and I understand them. Completely understand them. As I was saying, so you see, Bitcoin at least prior candle closed a bit better looking than Ethereum's. Look at Ethereum's. Like these wicks down, these long wicks down, is just telling you there is sell pressure. Okay, there is sell pressure. Now, some people might see this as an inverted hammer, okay? And if you guys know what I think, I do not like inverted hammers that much. Because at the end, just forget that it's an inverted hammer, okay? Forget about the fact that it is an inverted hammer. Because we do not call this that's in a downtrend a shooting star. If we were to be in an uptrend, we would call it a shooting star, okay? But that's not true when we are already in a downtrend, okay? So looking at this, what does a long wick tell you, chat? Let me know. What does a long wick to the downside tell you? Does it tell you that the bulls are in control? Does it tell you that the bears are in control? Which one is it? Just think about that, okay? Just logic. Just think about that. So Ethereum is looking a bit weaker than Bitcoin, okay? A bit weaker than Bitcoin. Um, Let me look at the 20 period moving average and 50 period moving average in my other screen, like on my other screen. Okay, the 20 period moving average is still on the way to curl below the midterm. Like, things are not looking healthy, like I said, okay? Um, sure, before yesterday market confused, then this week doesn't make like anything better. Bulls are trying to fight around these levels. We gotta give them that. But the sell pressure is a bit more stronger still, okay? Um, unless we can break above at least $1,300. Okay, let's be a bit more conservative. $1,340. It's gonna be a bit hard, okay? Like it's gonna be a bit hard. If we do have resistance around these levels still. That would be close to this short-term moving average on this screen, okay? This is not the 20 period moving average, by the way. Looking at the Western indicators, you see we still have negative momentum on the MACD. It's getting weaker, not as strong as it was a few days ago. Our size still below neutral, okay? Like, not looking the best, really. Well, I'm still learning it. It shows that it's not sure what the direction is. Well, yeah, on the daily MGT, this candle right here, this one with the small body and the wick, the upper and the lower side, okay? This one is showing that market doesn't know which direction it wants to go to, okay? This one is called an inverted hammer, okay? You are with me? This one is called an inverted hammer, but do you see the wick? There is a reason why I do not like inverted hammers. Like sometimes they're respected, sometimes they're not respected for a reason because of this wick. When you see a wick like this with a small body on the lower side, it still means that there is sell pressure. Okay? Now, if this candle was somewhere up here, let's say, okay, then it would have been a shooting star instead. But since it's in a downtrend, it's an inverted hammer instead. Okay, you're with me? So inverted hammer, they're typically not, a bearish candle. Well, they're not supposed to be a bearish candle, okay? You can take notes if you like. The basic criteria for inverted hammers, like I said, they're the same shape as a shooting star, but they are in a downtrend instead, okay? And in theory, they tell you that there's a potential bottom reversal in theory, okay? But the fact that the wick is high, it's like I've seen it many times. I've seen many times where it doesn't get respected and it acts more as a bearish thing, okay? What I like in this between, these two candles is actually this one. After a downtrend, market is confused. This one, I don't put a lot of weight into it right now because, like I said, I've seen many times where it doesn't get respected at all. A lot of people, talk about, oh, there's an inverted hammer, but nothing happens. What I like is still, though, this candle. We know for sure market is confused on the daily, but looking at the weekly, and I don't need to go to the Bitcoin chart because we do have another candle like this one. I'm just, talking education wise right now when it comes to TA, okay? Very hard to understand. I'm bad at remembering. Sinner, welcome to the show. Glad you're here too. Um, it's gonna be easier. I think, it's like the movie Focus. The more I repeat it, the more it's gonna be, stuck in your head. But hopefully, in that Patreon, you guys you guys will just, click on the clips like 10, 20, 50 times as much as you like. and you'll have it stuck in your head. You'll keep on hearing my voice talking about this, but I'm just trying to break it down for you guys, because I know it could be hard in the beginning, but this is probably like the third or fifth time you hear me talk about this. The more I talk about it, the more we discuss it, I'm telling you, it's gonna get stuck to your head. You're gonna be looking at it on your own next time and go like, right, this is this and this is that. Like, you're not gonna be, waiting for anybody to go live or anybody, to show you any direction. You're just gonna be looking at altcoins on your own, or Bitcoin on your own, or Ethereum on your own, and go with it. You see? Hey, Freedom Sound, welcome back. Glad you're here too. Like, I'm glad. Like, everybody trying to learn is here, and I like this vibe. Sinner, you lost me again. Um, Freedom Sound. The daily candle already closed. Daily candle already closed. You missed it by a little bit, okay? It already closed almost an hour ago in 5 minutes. Almost an hour ago in 5 minutes, okay? And so far we couldn't even close above 17,200. Like, things are weak, okay? Let's get back to Ethereum so I can move on to the next altcoins. It's a lot of information, but I'm slowly getting it way better than when I started. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear, MGT. Like, this is what I like to hear, okay? And like I told you, look at where you were 6 months ago or 1 year ago, and then from this day forward in 6 months or in 1 year, you'll see there's going to be a lot of change when it comes to your TA style, your trading style, everything like that. It's going to be different, step by step, time, slowly in time, okay? Like, nothing, you can't be perfect. Well, in trading nobody's perfect, definitely not me. But you can't be good if you don't invest in learning it. Like, that's unless you're born a genius, that's something else. Sinner, stop being a bad influence. Stop with your learning is bad and stuff. I see you out there. Let me just have a sip of my water and we'll continue with Ethereum's. But I hope you guys understood what I meant with these candles at least. I've spoken a lot about, this type of candle, and I hope you understood what I mean with an inverted hammer and why I do not put a lot of weight into it. Like, these things are good to know, okay? Okay, sip of my water. Just a minute now. I see you, sinner. I see you, sinner. Put your devilish side to the rest right now, okay? You see, that's why his name is Sinner, because he's like trying to get on your bad sides, people. Just be careful with that one. He's gonna make you laugh, but at the same time you're gonna be down in the rabbit hole before you know it. I'm just kidding, Sinner. I'm just kidding with you. I hope you know that. Okay, so Ethereum. As I was saying, the 20 period moving average is currently below the midterm when it comes to the daily. I'm looking at my other screen. You guys can't see it here. And on this one, if we can't break a daily at least above $1,312, it's gonna be difficult to see, the next level, which is around these areas, okay? Close to this short-term moving average, this purple one right here, okay? So keep that in mind. We can head over to the 4-hourly and have a look at what's going on as right there as well. I guess I guess, look at this. At resistance, we get these types of Japanese indicators. And do you remember the inverted hammer I was talking about? In a downtrend, it's called an inverted hammer, but it's similar to a shooting star, right? That's what I said, right? So we have an uptrend here. So what do you think this candle is, chat? Let me know. What do you think this candle is? I just explained to you what an inverted hammer is. I'm gonna get you, producer. It's okay, it's fine. That's something I have to look into more. Candlestick patterns, some TA look into it, some TA don't. Well, in my opinion and from my experience, I can say that that is one of the most important tools you need to learn. Okay, candlestick, when it comes to candlesticks, it's not a system to trading, it's just another tool, but it's one of the most important tools if you ask me. Definitely one of the most important tools. And then you can combine it with Western indicators or other indicators that you use, but it's definitely one of the most important ones. Okay. Okay, so chat, I'm gonna give you a minute or two to let me know what this green candle right here is, and at the same time I'm gonna continue with the TA. Okay, let me know in the comment, in the chat. So right now, when it comes to Ethereum, we do have some new support around 12,000. Well, you already know about this one. Next one would be still around these levels. Okay, 12,000. I can just do this, stretch it out. I keep on stretching it out, the more price goes sideways. So next one is around these levels, like of 1,212. If we break $1,230, okay, on a 4-hourly candle, eventually see around these levels. If that happens, this should be stretched out actually to this point, but this is another key level that I've spoken about, so I think you guys know already. Hourly, I know a lot of people. Well, I've seen some tweets and so on. Not a lot of people are focusing on the hourly and so on, but I'm doing so in case some of you are, care about the hourly as well and so on. Green candle, Sinner. Today your devilish side is just out, right? I could be wrong, but it could be showing a very weak bull signal. Okay, so Sinner, you are correct, but no point for that one. Green candle. Green candle. I think you know what this candle is because I've spoken about this with you a few times. And MGT, you're not wrong. It is a weak signal, but it's not a bull signal. This is not a bull signal, okay? This, my friends, chat, is called a shooting star. You following? This is a shooting star, okay? And I've told you a few times about shooting stars. If you want, I can repeat it again. There is no worries. Small real body, doesn't matter green or red, Sinner, okay? It doesn't matter if it's green or red. We have an upper wick at least twice the height of the real body, which we can see here, right? Okay, and it's telling us that the bulls are tired. Okay, telling us definitely bulls are tired, so it's not a bullish signal for that reason. Okay, this is more of a better signal. This is not a hammer let me do this. This is not a hammer because of the wick, but definitely this is more, a bit bullish. Why? Because the wick, you can see that the buy pressure pushed the price up. Okay, so the smaller body is up here instead of being down here, which is a bit more bullish. Okay, but this is not a bullish candle either. It's just, doji after doji after a shooting star. So nothing has changed pretty much. Drake new album. I I I don't think I've had time to have a look at it. Sinner. I probably heard a song or two, but I haven't really seen the album. I mean, heard the album all in all. Okay, so that's Ethereum, guys. Okay, the support and resistance and so on. Let's move on to something else. Ripple. If you guys were in Discord, I told you guys about this. Sinner definitely knows. Sinner definitely knows about this one, okay? And even if you were watching the live stream, I think it was yesterday or before yesterday, before we had some nice, action to the upside, I see that you are. What? Wait. Okay, so I don't miss chat. So, Sinner, what my price action say is simply short people got wrecked. These are short liquidation. Yeah, I see what you mean. MGT, I see that you are reading it in the 4-hour time frame. Is that the only time frame to read that? No, definitely not the only time frame to read that. You can read that on the 1 minute if you want, 5 minute if you want, 4 hour, daily, weekly, it doesn't matter. The longer the time frame, of course, the longer the time frame, the stronger it is. But even if you see it in one minute, like we can let's try to find this. Okay, we are gonna be heading out from doing TAO and XRP just for a minute, just for the sake of education now, okay? That's the whole point with the channel anyways. So let me get into a 1 minute chart on, let's just take chat. Give me an altcoin we should have a look at, okay? Something active, very, very active. Name me something, give me a name. Or you know what? I think I got something. Nope. Okay, no, forget about it. I got something we can have a look at with price action that's going on right now at this moment, okay? This is R. Let me just a moment. Why can I not find this Frosty X1 FTR? Okay, found it. So we're looking at the 1 minute chart right here, okay? Matic. Matic, yeah, but I wanted to find something that's active, okay? Since we're talking live right now, so it's better if I show you live, okay? So this is something I haven't done TA on in a while, and it's probably the first time I'm looking at it since a few months ago, okay? So look what's going on here. What do you see here, guys? Right here, what do you see? This is a 1 minute chart, okay? Shooting star, giving you the first warning sign. We got this candle with a wick up, but it doesn't matter really, okay? Because we never closed above this level. Then you got another signal warning you again. Okay, warning you again, another shooting star. What happened? We came, we pulled down, okay? We pulled down, we held at support around these levels, okay? Fine. What is this candle called, guys? Before I move on, what is this candle called? Like, give me a guess. I'm not gonna stress you out or anything like that. Just give me a pure guess. Cross candle. Well, it's you're close. I'll tell you why you're close in GT. This is kind of, it's not a classic, but this is kind of a gravestone doji. Gravestone doji, okay? It's a bearish candlestick pattern, okay? It's not the classic one, but it's a cousin to the gravestone doji, okay? Because of this wick right here. Because of this wick right here, okay? Okay, let's move on. So you got many, you see many, like I'm zooming in so you guys can see carefully. So we got many warnings, and then, look at this. Another shooting star. Is the wick at least twice the height of the small real body? Yes. So you tell me now, did all the shooting stars like show you warning signs that actually played out? Because you guys see, you got warned here, we couldn't break above this level, so you got another warning here, we pulled down. You're getting many signs telling you, be careful. Many signs. This is on the 1 minute chart. Just 1 minute chart. The only way this is gonna be invalid, I'm gonna tell you now, the only way these shooting stars are invalid is if we close above 10.09, okay, 10.09 on the 1 minute chart. But all this is telling you, be a bit careful. Be a bit careful. Now, what happened here? These two candlestick patterns, what happened here? This is interesting. This is live education, guys. Live education. People pay for this stuff. Like, I know. I'm telling you from experience, okay? This candle closed at 9.98. Okay, you see? You see? Now hold up. We got 20 seconds left or so. If this candle closes above this level, keep this in mind before it happens. If this candle closes above this level, then it's probably gonna push a bit higher. Keep that in mind only, okay? But if it wicks down and closes below this level, it's completely invalid, okay? Okay, you see, we're gonna be seeing some more action. Do not be shocked now. Okay, let me continue with what I was saying. Where was I? Okay, this candle, it closed at 9.98, okay? Then this candle came and it opened at 9.97. This one closed at 9.98. This one opened at 9.97. Okay, this pattern is a special pattern as well. Okay, when it's in a downtrend, look, we had this downtrend, and it's a downtrend because we are in a 1 minute chart, so you gotta count this as a downtrend. Okay, if you see these candles, as in this one opens below prior low. Did we do that? Yes, because this one opened at 9.97. This one closed at 9.98. Okay, and then this one closed more than 50%, into prior red candle, right? It did. We went even all the way 100%, not only 50%. Okay, this one in a 1 minute chart implied bottom reversal. It's crazy. Look. So we cannot say, candlesticks are just, pure, just um crap or whatever. You understand what I mean? So you gotta like have like time to learn candlesticks. It's one of the like most important tools, really one of the most important tools. And I know a lot of people think it's confusing and all that. And yes, it is. Um, it might be difficult to, understand at the beginning, but it's definitely something you should add to your, you know, tools, to your trading tools, because it's very important. Like it helps you in any time frame. Doesn't matter 1 minute, doesn't matter 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you like to have a look at, it's definitely gonna be something useful, okay? Combined, of course, with Western indicators. Fine. Okay, we had a bull. I told you guys if we break above this one, we close above this one, we go a bit higher, but now we got a doji. We got a doji. So what do you think MGT chat, the rest of you, sinner, like did you feel this information was valuable? Did you see how it played out while we were talking? So now we got support around 10.09. You remember that resistance we had to break above? Now we have support around that level. If we break below that level, we got support, around these levels. You see? It's sinner. It's just hard in the beginning. Like it's hard in the beginning, and it's hard later too, but at least you're understanding, like it's not that hard anymore. Like with time, it's not gonna be as hard, but it's definitely hard in the beginning. Like I agree with you, okay? And trading is hard. Like it's not easy. Like I said last time, if it was easy, like our mothers, fathers, grandfathers, everybody would be doing it left and right. Everybody would be, a millionaire here one day, millionaire there one day. You see what I mean? Yes, I definitely have to look into learning more about candlestick patterns. Yeah, like feel free to join the Discord. I think it's in the description below. And I will be giving out courses, I think, in Patreon. Like anybody who wants to join and, learn like value, not just, Fibonacci and so on. Because if you want to like see videos like about Fibonacci and so on, I think you can find it like, but what I want to teach is these main things. Like Sinner knows I paid a lot of thousands of dollars, to learn all these things. But the fact that if you have the will, there is a way. If you have a will, there is a way, okay? I have my Discord name it's the stalker. Okay, so your name is the stalker. I don't think you're in our channel though, the chart striker channel. Like if you like, just have a look. Oh, look guys, didn't I say we have support around these levels? Look what happened. Look what happened. If we break below this one, I said if we close below this one, we're screwed. But I told you we have support around these levels, and look what happened. We wick down to these levels and we continue up. Like, don't be confused. I do have my eyes on the MACD as well. I do have just the sorry, I gotta turn off this one just a minute. Okay, we're still live. There was something going on with the I think Discord, if I'm not mistaken. So I do have my eyes on the Western indicators as well, not just the Eastern. So I already see there is hidden bearish divergence on the 1 minute chart developing. Same thing on the RSI as well. So, it's like it's telling you, be cautious, have your stop losses, you know, and so on ready, and tweak them always. Like for example, let's say in theory, okay, we got in a short around these levels. Okay, you go short around these levels after you see this, sign, warning sign, and you do see, hidden bearish divergence as well, you take a short around these levels, okay? It's good if you have, your stop loss somewhere around these levels, not just, close immediately close to it, but give it some space. Be a bit flexible, okay? You be a bit flexible, you have it around these levels, fine. Then if you see it like, breaking out, because it didn't, then when you see it breaking out, you get out. You get out because the market's telling you, like, especially if you know the patterns and so on, like I can read this one. Before even, if I would have a stop loss here, if I see something like this, I probably just remove it. Just remove it, okay? Because then there's something going on, you see? So you get out, you cut your losses, and you wait to see what's gonna happen. Well, I feel like I just gave out a lot of info at once, but I really hope you find value in it. Stalker, Discord Stalker, I mean MGT. If you wanna join, just join, and Sinner is there. We got some, few other people there. So just join the Discord, and you guys are probably gonna be one of the first people to find out when the Patreon site is, good to go. And we will see, if there are gonna be some type of discounts, for like the first peoples, and I say with the apostrophe S, okay, because like some peoples that join, like, so make sure that you are keeping an eye on the channel, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Discord, because I already started making those small educational, not small, short educational clips that are interesting. I thought I did not sure if it's taking a while for you to see it. MGT, I'm not following. Could you please elaborate or not elaborate? Just I don't understand what you meant right now. Sinner, how was it? Was it did you get some things? Did you learn? Are you still, hating this session because of all the education? Like, I know today you're not in the mood of learning, I see, but I know you find value in this. Okay, so that was some live pure TA, and you saw it. Like, we were talking about things before it even happened. Like, this is what I like when it comes to education. Perfect, Sinner. Perfect. So this is what I love, when people go like, oh, but TA is crap. You do not come to me and say TA is crap. You do not know what you're talking about when you say TA is crap. Or if you say like TA is garbage, like TA is not garbage. Like you can't say that here, because now you witnessed live what I was saying eventually started playing out. And you have to understand one thing, guys. Even if you are pros in TA, pros, and I mean professionals, like masters, it doesn't always mean, just because you do the right TA, it doesn't always mean TA is gonna be respected 100% all the time. That's not what it means. It's not a system, it's just a tool. So that was R. You see how we're holding? Let me just say this before I move on. You guys notice how 10.09 is holding as what? Support. Right here. And they say it's magic. It's not. It's not magic. This is what I was discussing, okay? The minute it closes, like you see a body close before this, below this one. Yeah, that's another situation. But look what's happening now. Look what's happening now. Isn't it interesting? You see, Sinner, you love to, you did say that you've been, you know, trading in theory when it comes to the 1 minute charts just for practice and so on. You see how, you would have less headache, like with the right type of education? Like, it's not all sorts of education are the right type, but this sort of education. You see what I mean now? We'll just have a look at this minute and then we will move on. You think it will break? Do you think it will break, Sinner? Like, I'm not gonna say this or that unless it breaks 10.09 with the body. And I'm leaning towards that, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say leaning towards this or that because we do have a bearish engulfing candle in a 1 minute chart, like you guys can see. But look at support. It's holding. It's holding right now. So when that breaks, it's another situation. Yeah, but until then, can't say much. Now we have to break like next resistance. Like we got resistance now around 10.2, 10.3-ish, something like that. And looking at this, like I gotta go a bit far to see what's going on. Or okay, never mind. Like I want you guys to focus just so you guys can see what we spoke about. Suspicious support, you think so? I called I called Wojak and I told him time to pump it. That's why. I'm just kidding. But you see, like, I just want you guys to understand, like, tea is not, it's important to learn. Very interesting. I'm watching the candlesticks. Glad you find it interesting. Glad you find it interesting, especially when you see that it's playing out and, somebody's not just talking out of their ASS. Then you understand that this, this is actually, pure, pure education. And I hope I start some fire in you guys to know more, to be educated more, you see? Like if after the stream you feel like I really, really, really wanna learn, like one of my missions is complete. Okay? Because when you got that fire into you, like I said, if there's a will, there's definitely a way. This is life. Like I was gonna move on to the next altcoin since we already, we literally like, if we were like, let's say we trade this in theory, it already, check, check, check. Like you could put checks all over the place because everything is cool, you see? Anyone play GTA? I used to, sooner like a few years back, but I haven't played like all this, education that's in my brain, like it's you got no time, to play sometimes when you're busy, studying and so on. But I definitely wouldn't mind, playing sometime. But imagine like start again, like yeah, probably. But there are some other things to do. But now and then it's fun. Now and then it's fun. It would be fun, to I don't know if you guys play Call of Duty and so on, but maybe one day. But this is the thing, like I don't waste a lot of time in games and so on. Like I told you last time, like a lot of book reading, a lot of this, a lot of that, and this and that. But I used to actually play. But maybe like one day, like some of us can, gather, join some type of group. I don't do it on the computer. Like I don't do it like any game I play is always on PS. Literally always on PS. Yeah, I love chess. I love chess. I love chess. One of my hobbies before. But now it's like when I want to just, zone out, it's more like I play pool, billiard, stuff like that. Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. You're probably like a champ on chess. That's why you wanna, like beat me, right? I can just feel it. Like it's your devilish sides trying to get back at me because of all this education I've been stuffing in your brain today, right? Is this a payback? Are you trying, to get back at me? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's enough with R, right? We do see that we got respected, we are good, we are fine. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next altcoin. This was interesting though, right? We can get back at it if you guys want to see what's going on after everything I discussed. We will get back at it in a few. But look at this. You see, Sinner, I told you, support didn't break. I understand what you mean that we might go down, but unless support breaks, we cannot say anything. We cannot say anything. But then again, look, we're being like, we can't get above 10.26 yet. If we get above this one, if we get above that one, like, I wouldn't be shocked if we see like 10.4. I wouldn't be shocked. This is 1 minute we're talking about, nothing else. This is interesting things. There we go. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we close below this one still. So 1 minute charts is very interesting. A lot of people, a lot of experienced people trade the 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 10 minute chart. This is, I think it was the pirate coin, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just Google it because I don't want to tell you something that I'm not sure of. Just a minute. Let me head over to CoinMarketCap instead. If I'm not mistaken, it is pirate coin or something like that. No, sorry, it's not pirate coin. That one is ARRR. That's pirate chain. This is Arweave, guys. This is Arweave. I confused those two, but this is Arweave. Yeah, I guess now maybe time to be a bit cautious. I do not like this gap that we see here. And on top of that, we couldn't close above 10.26. You see? Right, MGT? It's interesting to see, right? Listener, you have to start listening. Like you have to start listening. I might have to like force you when it comes to education. Like if you want to trade or not, it's up to you. But when it comes to education, like you have to start listening, okay? For your own sake. MGT. For me, I'm just paper trading. Oh, but I'm still getting slaughtered. That's why I'm always trying to learn. I mean, both of you are at least, not going all in with your money and paper trading, which is smart to do when you're learning, okay? If you have discipline, the only difference between paper trading and trading with real money is that you are risking your funds, okay? But if you have discipline, like if you really have good discipline, it's better to paper trade when you are learning, okay? So that was our weave. You saw how everything played out. Like anybody watching the show today, I'm sure you loved this education. This was live pure education. everything, like everything, maybe 99% played out exactly like as I was telling you. This will happen, this will happen, this support needs to hold, this will be resistance, this is telling you this and that, and it played out. So you guys know, like, I'm not reading out of a book or something like that. This is everything from my brain. As you guys can see, it's live. So you saw it live. So anybody who tells you TA is crap, you saw this with your own eyes, okay? Tell them, just tell them. It's all about learning. When they learn, they're gonna understand. It's one of the best things they've invested in. Knowledge is gonna be one of the best things they've invested in. And do not forget what I said. Japanese indicators, as in Eastern indicators, are as important as Western indicators. You see? MGT, I appreciate the video you made. It definitely opened my mind into other aspects of trading. I appreciate like it. I got goosebumps, like literally, like that makes me glad. That makes me glad. So when I'm putting energy into these kind of stuffs and I see, you guys getting, fire started in your souls and you understand the value, you find value in it, mission complete. I'm gonna sleep like Sleeping Beauty today. Like, this is checked. Like, this makes me happy. It only means that you guys, have an open mind as well. Mind is open, how it will close. I don't know, Sinner, like, my mind is just open. I don't know, like, I don't know how we're gonna close it. I have no idea. Now, but when I say your mind is open, it means, like, I mean that, you're open to learning, you're open to understanding things, like see outside the box. Because some people find one tool, and I've seen this with my own eyes. They find one tool in trading, okay? Um, they follow it to death. It doesn't matter if it wrecks them left and right, it doesn't matter, nothing else matters. They learn this one way and they stick to it, and they're not open-minded to learn other things, you see? Why I got like to this, point where I am at right now is because I never stopped I never stopped learning. I never, stopped taking in information till this day. Like when you told me about this high block thing, I told you like I'm very open, to have a look at it and see what's going on. And I'm still, having a look at it and so on. But I know my trading style. I know my, trading tools well. Like I've tried so many, I've tested so many, I've gone through so many, so I've put my own style now, you see? Um, no MGT, hopefully one day, but right now I just do some like other projects like Sinner knows. But mostly full time, like this is what I do. Not full time, but most of the time, okay? Like let's say like I don't know, 80%, something like that, 70%. This is what I do. But we're still in not in that comfortable zone yet. And unfortunately, I've been attacked by hacks. I've been attacked because of some stupid things, but it's okay. It's okay. I haven't gone under the water. You always, as long as you have your brain, as long as you have your skills and your knowledge, like nothing is lost. Like money comes, money goes. That doesn't matter. And I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable because I know what I can do, so it's fine. MGT, you good at it. Making me fall asleep. That's my dream, to be a trader, just a lifestyle, being a little bit more free with my time. Yeah, like you are definitely gonna be a bit more free with your time. Like that's one of the things I love. Like I'm glad that I found, the things, or the people that I, met in life that pushed me in this, road. I can definitely say like you do have more time, to do other things that you usually don't have when you have a 9 to 5 job. That's true. That's true. So it does give you some type of, freedom. Okay. We're just gonna have a look at this and see what's gonna happen, and then we are done with our weave. Like still, we need to break, below 10.09 for this to just drop. Okay, just drop. But until then, until as long as it holds, like I can't say much. That's how you do TA. You take it step by step. 30 seconds left, and then guys, we are gonna move on to Ripple, Cardano, Matic, I don't know, some other coins. We'll just have a look at the altcoins market because we already went through Bitcoin and we already went through Ethereum, and Bitcoin is still at 16,800 ish areas. Okay, not much is going on there. So what happened? Still didn't close below 10.09. Still kind of wicked off this level. Crazy, just crazy. MGT, like all this information, it's probably gonna make you fall asleep, but you're probably gonna have good, good dreams. Hopefully my voice is gonna be replaying in your head what I said, and tomorrow you're gonna wake up, right, shooting star, right, this, hopefully. But thank you for all your, you know, kind compliments. You know? Oh, Sinner, I was telling my friends that you watch anime, and I told them like, is there anything like out there, that we can watch and so on? And my friend thought she was being funny. She was like, "Oh, you can have a look at I think she said Sailor Moon, if I'm not mistaken." And I looked at her. I started laughing. I just started laughing. MGT, sure, no problem. Well deserved. Oh, do you have diagrams on your Discord on the candlesticks? No, right now I don't. I'm busy making short videos, and I got somebody, like I have a group of people that are, trying to put diagrams with images and a few, short notes close to the, pictures, so you guys can have both, like, images with descriptions and videos where I explain what I'm talking about, okay? But that's gonna be like probably in Patreon or on chartstriker.com. I haven't decided yet. Like we'll see which one is gonna be more better. But right now I'm just, throwing out this education, like take it in with you. But what we have in Discord is whenever I see something interesting going on with the charts and so on, or we just discuss, like we just share charts and ideas and opinions and so on. So Sinner can come and show us a chart, and I can come and show you a chart and so on. And you guys can show me a chart and I can, give my views on it and so on. That's what we do in Discord right now. But we're gonna have like, I'm gonna be having a Patreon site, or look at this. Do you guys see this? Just look at R. I'm still not removing it so you guys can see it, okay? Google it, bro. Like, Sinner, it's funny you say that. I have to say something. I've Googled some things out there in Google. It's so disappointing that some people, because I can imagine they got their information from somewhere, but some people do not even describe some of the candlesticks I told you about. Like, I don't know those people because it's just images with descriptions. They don't even describe it the way it is. Like they don't. Like they talk. For example, I do not remember where it was, but I think I was gonna show a friend a picture of, because I wasn't at home, so I didn't have all my, things and notes and stuff with me. So we were at a restaurant, and I was gonna show him a picture of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a dark cloud cover, and the other one was a shooting star. Okay, guys, the shooting star was like, the body was as high as the wick, and they called it a shooting star. I was like, wow, wow, this is how they wreck people. So people would see that, and then they would go like, okay, this is a shooting star, but it wasn't a shooting star. It wasn't a shooting star. It wasn't a shooting star, guys. But so you gotta be careful. That's what I say. Like, there's education out there. There's education in Google. There's education in YouTube. But make sure it's quality. Make sure it's quality. Otherwise, you'll be learning the wrong things. Okay? Because you don't know if it's right or wrong, but you'll be learning the wrong things, and then when you apply it in paper trading or real trading, whatever, you will understand a bit too late. Hopefully it's paper trading then, but you'll understand that, oh, it's not correct. It's not correct. Okay, so this, whatever I spoke about right now, when it comes to R, for example, like, you guys saw that it played out, so you understand that, okay, but Dana is saying the right things, and that's why it's working out. So I'm not talking about wrong things. I'm not telling you the wrong things. I actually, luckily I went to the source. You know what they say, go to the source if you want to learn the good things, the right things. So I learned from the source. I didn't learn from third parties, or you know other middlemen or whatever, you see. Exactly, and that's how some people get wrecked. um what the fuck is, oh, Sinner, you made me swear, dude, you made me swear. I mean, what the F, Sinner? I'm gonna get you for that one. Like, I try not to swear. I like I want to keep it a curse-free channel in case there are families watching. Apologies from my side. Okay, apologies. um it's another S coin, Sinner. It's another S coin, but nevertheless, we're not here to marry it. We're just here to trade it in theory right now. So it's okay. Yeah, like, okay. Like, I don't really give um crap about YT. I'm just worried if there are kids close to their family members. I hope you don't have any kids running around listening to this, because it wasn't like, I didn't want to curse. It's another thing when we're in Discord, like, that's another situation. But right now, like, people might replay this and they have kids running around. Like, I don't want to be a bad influence in any way. So okay, so enough with R, right? Sinner, you wanted to see Bitcoin's 1 minute chart for a minute? Let's have a look at it for a minute so we can move on to the next altcoins. We gotta have a look at some of the altcoins, because I mean, Arweave is the only one up that's 12% on this list that I have. Everything else is looking kind of not much going on. No worries, Sinner, no worries. So this is Bitcoin 1 minute chart, okay? So we got some support on these levels. For support, that is. Let me draw it for you guys. There you go, yellow, right? And then we have another one around these levels. Okay. So we closed anything below, let's say 16,797. Okay. on the 1 minute chart, for example. And this is pure education we're talking, right? 16,793 to be a bit more conservative, okay? We go lower. We go lower. But right now, not looking bad. Let me look at this candle. So this candle closed at 16,811, right? And this candle is opened at 16,811. Let me have a closer look. Same. And it closed more than 50% into the prior candle, right? So it went up a bit higher. But what was looking, bad for Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart was right here. You see what we've been talking about recently on RV, for example? You see this one? Shooting star. What happened? Market pulls down. You're with me, guys? Shooting star, market pulls down. Hammer, market pulled up. Gravestone doji, market went down. Like, this is not a gravestone doji. It's more of a doji, actually, but a closer, like it's a family of a gravestone doji. And if you ask why, it's because of this little wick right here. A classic gravestone doji does not have a wick. Like, if it has a wick, it's so little, like you can't even really see it, okay? Like, you can see it, but it's not this much, okay? Okay, chat, I'm gonna take 2 minutes break because I'm gonna bring a cup of tea. Looks like we might be here a bit a bit longer because I haven't gone through the other altcoins and I want to before I, leave, let this live just, go to bed and so on. So I'm just gonna bring a cup of tea. Should I keep the 1 minute chart on or should I keep the 10 minute chart on? I don't mind really because, like NGT, Sinner, like, because all of you are, learning something. Um, for me, I'd rather bring a cup of tea and continue with the rest instead of going like, no, like, I don't want to talk about this and so on. Because the point of this stream or the point of this channel is education. It's educational, supposed to be educational. So I want to start fire in you guys to understand that TA is important. It's important to learn about Japanese indicators, Western indicators, and get you going, put you, like, push you to the right path. You see, sometimes we all need motivation, and the best way to see motivation is like to see it live. Play EDM. You really want EDM right now? Okay, chat. Then we're gonna put some, well, not EDM, like not EDM, but we can have house instead. Like, it's mixed up with EDM, but same. House. Let's say house instead. Yeah, I need a cup of tea and I need EDM, like, definitely this time, because I'm getting a bit tired, but chat is going, so I'll keep up. Like, I'll try to keep up to same beats. Like, guys, you get tired when you're putting a lot of information out there and talking and this and that. Like, you get a bit tired. So excuse me. Yeah, I know Sinner. Okay, chat, I'll be back. Should I keep the 1 minute chart on or 10 minute chart on? I usually have the 10 minute chart on. So let's do that instead, okay? Keep the tradition. So 10 minute chart, or okay, this time we're gonna switch it up a little bit, okay? I can have the 5 minute chart on. There you go. Okay, I will be right back, chat. enjoy the tours, maybe grab a beer or grab some tea or something. I don't know what you guys like to drink, but get yourselves a drink too, and I'll be back. Like our brains need to chillax a little bit. I feel like I've been on fire past hours, so get yourself some beer or a shot or something, to celebrate this education that's, getting into your, yeah, or aqua, most healthiest aqua. Get yourselves aqua in that case. Okay, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Okay, guys. So now I got my tea with me. Okay, cup of tea. We're gonna tone it down a bit because I actually got tired of because like since it was a 1 minute chart on our weave, I was going like real fast because I wanted to talk before things actually happened so you guys can see that TA is valuable. Like education, investing in education is more than valuable. Think about this. The cost of ignorance will cost you more than the cost of knowledge itself. Take this with you, okay? Cost of ignorance is way worse than the cost of knowledge. So let's continue with the altcoins, right? Okay, we were gonna have a look at XRP before I went before I went all in on Arweave. So if you guys were in Discord or if you were watching the live stream yesterday or before yesterday, I don't remember which day it was, but one of the recent live streams, I did tell you guys that there was some type of hidden bullish divergence on XRP, right? I told you we are at support, and as long as we didn't, close below this level right here, that would be between 0.32 to 0.3-ish, okay, 313-ish. Let's just say between 0.3 to 0.32, that it would be valid because we had hidden bullish divergence developing on the relative strength index, okay? And like on the MACD, we can't really count it because we had this island here that breaks this one. So, but on the R side, definitely there. So what happened? Support held. We went up to these resistance levels that I spoke about. I told you guys like we could see levels of 0.38 to 0.4. Fine. We hit it. Now we're gonna discuss what could come next or what TA is telling us at least right now, right? So we do see that the short-term moving average is above long-term and mid-term, which is good. And mid-term just started to cross over the long-term, like today, literally today. It is crossing right now as we speak on the daily, okay? That is not a bad thing, but I'm gonna look at the 20 period moving average as well on my other screen. Just hold on. Okay, it's not looking that good when it comes to the 20 period moving average because it looks like it wants to curl below the long term, which is the 200 period moving average, okay? So that's not good. It's already below the midterm as well. So not looking so good like that, okay? But when we're talking about levels, we are looking at the 4 hourly chart on the live stream. And when I mentioned it in Discord, I was also, I think I already mentioned that it was short term I was talking about. So TA got respected. TA got respected, okay? And now we are showing some type of hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hourly chart. Fine. So we have resistance, clear resistance around these levels. So for this, for XRP to go a bit higher, because we are gonna be like we need to close above 0.4. And I'm being conservative now, okay? We need to close above 0.4 for it to go to the next level, which should be around 0.44, okay? But until then, right now, not looking not looking like the bulls are in full control. And we got this candle right here, which is not the strongest for the bulls. On top of that, even though we have positive momentum on the MACD, we are losing strength, as you guys can see, okay? RSI was in bullish territories, but it got rejected right there, and now it's curling down. Fine. Yeah, I'm trying, Sid. I'm really trying. Like, you guys are motivating. Like, I love it when I see people, got fire in them to learn. So that's also, that is motivating. Even though I'm tired, like this session was tiring, but it's okay. It's fine. I just gotta sip more of this, vanilla tea and get it going. Yeah, soon. I just want to go through some altcoins and then we will call it a day. Definitely, okay? We can continue like a bit. Maybe the chat can definitely continue in Discord, whether I'm sleeping or not. It doesn't matter. Like when I wake up, I'll see what you guys, are doing, and I'll chip in as well. So that's XRP. Like if we break these levels on a 4 hourly chart, okay, right here. If we break anywhere below, I should like pull it down a little bit. Nah, it's good here. If we break below anywhere below these levels, which would be around 0.37, something like that. Let's just say I'll put a box here instead. Right here. We break anywhere below these levels, guys. Okay. The past resistance level, past support level, you guys see? Then we have nothing holding us until 0.35 to 0.34 levels. Okay, so that's support, and you already know about the resistance levels when it comes to the upside. So check and check. We can move on to the next one. Okay, next one. Do you have any suggestion, guys? Because I want to have a look at Cardano in that case. Cardano, fine. So before yesterday, market confused, doji right here, okay? There is no hidden bullish divergence or anything like that when it comes to the MACD, but we do have hidden bullish divergence developing on the RSI. So we should not neglect that. Like that should be counted in, okay? So daily, not much has changed still. We need to break above 0.37, like 0.3. literally 0.375 areas. Okay, for this to go a bit higher. Okay, then we will meet resistance again around 0.38. But if we can break these areas, not much holding us until 0.43-ish. Okay, fine. So we need like to break these levels to the upside. But support is still the same. If we break any daily below 0.31, we are eventually gonna come back and retest these levels. I've spoken about this before and it's literally the same. Nothing has changed yet. Okay, when it does, hopefully I'm live or I'll be talking about it in Discord, but until then, still the same, okay? So done with Cardano as well. Let me just have a look at the 4-hourly and see if there's anything interesting here. Unfortunately, we got some bearish divergence developing on the 4-hourly chart right now. Yeah, and we have on the 4-hourly chart, we do have resistance around 0.347 levels, okay? Let's say between 0.35 to 0.37, a bit like the daily, okay? So we should probably just, keep it at the daily and that's it, because I do not see anything else. Like Japanese indicators, market was confused before yesterday. Right now, bulls are trying their best to gain a bit of control, a bit of control. So we'll see what happens. But we need to break above 0.35 levels. No matter, we still need to break above that to see on the 4-hourly at least, to see, at least the next resistance, which would be around 0.37-ish, and then after that, the rest. So that's Cardano. Let's move on to the next one. Like we are gonna go through things like a bit fast now because I'm a bit tired, BNB is still looking interesting, There's still hidden bullish divergence developing on the daily. Like this, I don't know how it's still holding out, but it's holding. It's holding. When it comes to the moving averages, pretty much bullish with these settings that I have here that you guys can see. I can have a look at my other screens and see if it looks bullish with the other settings as well. It's the settings that most people use, so I gotta tell you about that one as well. Yep, same thing there. Short term above midterm and long term, which is good for the bulls. But I do see that it's like the short term is trying to curl downwards, okay? It is far from the midterm and long term, but it is like you should know that it's trying to curl downwards, fine. But we do have, these candlesticks telling us that bulls are fighting back at the moment, fine. Bulls are fighting back at the moment. On top of that, we are losing strength on the negative momentum. There is negative momentum, but we are losing strength. Our side though is looking weak. We're still below neutral, okay? Thing is, when it comes to Cardano, last time we were oversold, on the daily at least. It's been a while, while. It was in March 2020, and before that it was in 2018, guys, okay? So we haven't been oversold really since then. That's why, sorry, not Cardano, on BNB, we haven't been oversold since then. You see, guys, like I'm getting a bit tired. We haven't been oversold since then. So it's still holding out. That's why I'm saying it is holding out compared to many altcoins out there. Like it is holding, okay? So when it comes to support, 267, yeah, I called it Cardano sooner, but BNB, okay? So when it comes to support, you do see that we do have support. You see this blue line that I have drawn out here, okay? Around 265, $267. If we break anywhere below this level, 200, to be a bit more conservative, okay? We break anywhere below $263 on a daily, it's T. I promise you, it's T. If we break below $263 on a daily, guys, next support will be around these levels, okay? Around these levels, fine. So you know about that. MGT, if you're really tired, it's okay to call it a day. I really did learn a lot today. I appreciate it. I think then in that case, you know, like because you guys like you're kind, like thank you for your kindness. I appreciate it. After this one, we will call it a day and we will continue tomorrow or you know continue with the chat in Discord when I get up again. But let me just cover this one up for you guys and then we will definitely call it a day because yeah, like you guys got a lot of information today and my brain is kind of cooking because I speak fast. If you guys noticed, I'm fast because I want to get straight to the point. I don't want to like make it longer than necessary. But anyways, BNB, we need to break above $282. If we can do that on a 4-hourly candle, next resistance will be between 291 to $295. Let's say, yeah, $295 around these levels, okay? Major resistance when it comes to BNB is still around 304 to 310-ish levels, guys. Okay? When it comes to the MACD, there is no, I don't see any divergence whatsoever, okay? But on the RSI, yeah, this is looking a bit worrisome already. Let me have a double look just to be sure. Yeah, like there is some hint of bearish divergence, a hint of bearish divergence, okay? But if we can get above $285, it's gonna be invalid, okay? It's just on one of the oscillators, not both. So it's just on one of the oscillators, okay? Keep that in mind. Oh, guys, it's been a wonderful stream. Like, I've had fun. I've had fun doing this one. And thank God we found our weave because of that one, like, you know, it was a more educational stream because everything was live and we killed it live. I mean, we killed the TA, like, it was spot on. It was perfect. Okay. So guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in and you know for being open-minded to learning. Like that makes me happy. Um, thank you to all the subscribers and viewers, and I appreciate each and one of you, like all the contributions, everything in between. And if you find values in the contents, keep on sharing it with the people you love, people you want, you know want to learn. And don't forget, always have your stop losses and so on, okay? Hit that like if you found value. Hit that bell to be notified in time. That's very important. Hit that bell to be notified in time the next time, before I go live, so you are in time. Because it's time sensitive. Everything's time sensitive when I'm live, okay? Chat, thank you for all the hype. Thank you for all the love. Like, much love to you guys, okay? Take care for me, of each other, and I'll see you on Discord or the next one, okay? Goodbye and good night from your host, Dana. Ciao.